Okay, like I told you in my earlier video, I'm trying to figure out why had a bad weekend. Part of the reason I think was my brother. I know that. Another part was the fact that I had that game when I really thought I should have had a loss. I have to get over that. And I really do think that one of the main reasons, because it started affecting me on Wednesday, because I told you I'm going to do that challenge where I'm going to put one piece of clothing in the bag each day, and then at the end, at Easter, turn it into Goodwill or Salvation Army or Purple Heart or, you know, one of the organizations. I am having a very hard time parting with my clothes. I have so many memories of the clothes. I've been in them for so long. I can remember when I bought them. I know how long I've had them. I've told you that I keep clothes forever and ever, and that's only because I've been heavy for so long. And I wore a shirt the other day that was way too big. It was way too big, but I had, and I told you I was going to put, that was going to be the first thing I put in the bag. I'll be honest with you, it didn't go in the bag. I didn't put it in the bag. I put something else in the bag. And every piece of clothing is like I'm putting a piece of me in the bag. I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody, but it makes sense to me. It's just, it's hard. It's really been very difficult for me. I never want to get back in those clothes. They're too big, but they're a part of me. And I feel like for every little piece of clothing that I put in that bag, I'm putting a piece of me into that bag. And I really can't explain it. I'm trying very, very hard to make sense of it, to make sense of the whole thing. I'm never going to get back in them. They're too big. That is not my intention. But I've always had that safety net where I've always had different sets of clothing to get me through each stage of my life. Because every time I've lost weight, I knew I was going to have to go back into those other clothes, and I didn't want to have to go buy new clothes. And now I want to buy new clothes. I want to buy smaller clothes. But does it make sense to you? I know I'm babbling on and on about this, and you shouldn't think it's going to be so hard, but at the end of this journey, I'm going to end up putting in almost 50 pieces of my clothing, which is going to be 50 pieces of me. And it's a part of me that I don't want back, but I'm having a hard time leaving it behind. And it's a struggle. So I think that with all my prayer and trying to figure out what I needed to do for Lent, this is what I need to do for Lent. I have to lose a piece of me each day, not a piece of me that's, I don't know. I just have to lose a piece of me that I no longer need, that I no longer need the support of these clothing, different pieces of clothing that are just gonna make me feel good. I don't know, but I've realized what I need to do for Lent, and that is to accept who I'm becoming, which is a thinner, healthier person. And not that the old Sandy was bad, because she wasn't. And I don't know. I hope I'm making sense. I know what I want to say, but I can't get it out. But I know that with each piece of clothing, I'm shedding the old Sandy and I'm finding a new Sandy. And I'm liking the new Sandy, and I'm just going to keep struggling with this. I know. I'm just going on and on. I'm sorry. I'm going to end this now because I'm making no sense. Okay, we're going to have breakfast for dinner. It's only the second omelet I've ever made in my life. I made Jim his already. And so it is 0 points for my eggs, my tea, my water, and my jelly, 4 points for my quarter cup of cheese, and 1 for my 1 ounce of ham. It's a 5-point dinner. I guess it looks okay. Looks a little burnt, but I'll eat it. Well, I forgot to add the toast, so it's 2 more points. So it's 14 total points, and so I'm within my blue dot because you can go 10 under, and I'm exactly 10 under. Well, I wanted to thank all you guys for putting up with me today. I know it was the wah, 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 wah kind of Sandy today. I was
feeling really odd. I just guilty and, you know, whatever. I am in a better frame of mind now. I really am. I did spend a lot of the day in prayer, and like I said earlier about my clothes, it's hard. It's just really hard. It's because I realize I'm never going to be that person again, and I don't want to be that person again, but it's still hard. For dinner, we had those omelets. That was the second omelet I've ever made in my life. I've always tried to start making an omelet, and it ended up being a scrambled egg, but I was determined today that this was going to be an omelet, and I was going to make it the right way. And I made Jim's first, and he had some bacon with his and toast, and he was eating it, and he says, "This is really good." He says, "The only thing is the peppers are a little too." I like a chunky pepper in my eggs, and Jim likes them like finely tuned. Then make them yourself. He could have came in and chopped up his own peppers, but you know, Jim was a short order cook, so he knows how to make omelets. And so anytime we've ever had an omelet, Jim's always been the one to make it. But he didn't feel like cooking today, and so I said, I'll make the omelets. And so I made his omelet, and he had it almost done by the time I had mine. And I have to tell you, it's the worst omelet I've ever had in my life. It was terrible. It was awful. It was just awful. It was still wet, and it had like liquid on the bottom of the plate. It was like water. It was, and I kept thinking, as I took each bite, I kept thinking, I have salmonella. Another bite of salmonella. Another bite of salmonella. And so then I started like picking around and not eating the egg and just eating the peppers. And then I kept thinking, ooh, the egg juice is on there. And so then I'm a very slow eater anyhow, and I didn't want him to see me throw it away. And you know what? I had no problem throwing it away. I couldn't throw the pizza away because that would have been wasted, but the eggs into the disposable. They went right away. So I ate my toast, which I had to redo the video because I forgot I had the toast. So I ate the toast, and I had a cup of tea, and I ate some of the ham, I ate some of the peppers. And guess what? I'm hungry now. I'm really hungry. But I'm not going to eat anymore because I'm done eating for the day. I really am. And I didn't eat 3 meals because I was so stuffed from the whole weekend. I just stuffed myself. It was just too much. I had way too much food over the weekend. And I'm done beating myself up. I always tell you guys, you know, just don't beat yourself up. Get over it, you know, and I don't even follow my own advice. And so I'm following my own advice, and I'm just done with it. I have another thing coming up, and I'm ready for it this time, and I'm not going to let it bother me, but the anniversary of my mother's death will be on March 1st. She'll have been gone 8 years, and I'm not going to eat. Not that I'm not going to eat. I'm not going to go crazy eating like I did for... This was my brother's birthday. My brother died in October. Not this past... He died October 25th of 2000 and... What was it? 2011. And that day doesn't bother me, but his birthdays bother me. And then, like I said, my mother's coming up on March 1st, which would be what? Today's the 19th, the 26th, 28th. It'll be a Thursday. So I'm going to just be busy doing something that day. I'm going to do something in my mother's memory, which is not going to be food related. And it's going to help because it's during the week. I have decided that after I get weighed in on Saturday mornings, when I get home, I'm going to put myself in a coma. Knock myself out. No, I'm not going to do that. But really, that's most of what I need to be doing is put some like in a comatose state until Monday morning. And just well, then I wouldn't be able to go to church on Sunday. They could wake me up long enough to go to church and then come back and... No, I have to learn how to handle my weekends. Like I said, I'm a work in progress. I have Monday through Friday down pat, no problems. Saturdays, they're like, but Sundays are, and I don't understand that because I go to church and I pray and everything, and it's just, I guess I'm not praying for the right thing on Sundays. That's my problem, is I'm not praying for the right thing. So this Sunday I'm going to pray for the right thing because, you know, I'm not going to go into a coma. Although really I could have went to a food coma as far as much food as I ate this past weekend. But I'm not going to do that anymore. And it's supposed to be beautiful tomorrow. It's supposed to be 65, but we're supposed to get thunderstorms, so I'm not going to be able to walk because of the rain. And I know we're not done with the snow, but I think we're pretty close to done with the snow, and I'm going to be able to get back out walking, and that'll change my whole frame of mind too. And I have lots to look forward to in the summer. I have lots of trips planned, and so just back on track. I have to get that image of myself out. I'm going to have somebody take a video of me walking, and so I can compare them, and I can see that that's not me anymore. She's gone. She's never coming back. I'm never welcoming her in with open arms ever again. And I have to get over the fact that even though I know I can gain weight every week, I can't lose weight every week. And as soon as I wrap my mind around that, I'll be all set. So, like I said, better mood. I am better. See, my thumb is still acting up. And that's it. Can't think of anything else. Thank you for all of your support. Oh, I know it. One more thing. I'm going to include a link down below for a channel that I follow. Her name is Suzanne, and her channel name is Suzanne_Life Begins. She lives in New Zealand. She loves taking photographs. And at my lowest point today, because I was at a low point. I know you find it so hard to believe that I was at a low point today. But I was at a low point today. I was checking out YouTube videos, and she had this video with flowers, and it's just a short little 2-minute video, and it perked me up. Suzanne, thank you. You've changed my whole outlook today. Just your one video changed my whole outlook on everything, and I thank you for that. Oh my gosh, the blubbering fool is showing up. Go away, blubbering fool. Go away. Go away, little girl. Okay, thank you, Suzanne. I didn't mean to get all blubbery on you. But check out the clip. It's just a very moving clip, and like I said, it lifted my spirits. So I will see you guys in the morning.